perks were things only geeks who had read Lord of the Rings knew about, the idea of a fantasy game was fresh and beautiful. But after suffering through endless pulp fiction, decades of cosplaying, and a medieval thief played by Marlon Wayans, please God, I think we've had enough. Sadly, every video game developer in the industry disagrees with me, and that's where Dungeon Siege 2 comes in.
I weep for your fate.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's just a dungeon crawler. Actually, it's not bad at all. This sequel to the original Dungeon Siege is a fantasy adventure of the First Order. Wait, are you sure this isn't Lord of the Rings? So the narrative is a bit derivative. Cursed weapon, end of an age, some dude using a gross eyeball sword fighting a guy with a Voltron shield. We've seen it all before. To fill us in on all the nuances of the Dungeon Siege universe, Gas-Powered Games took the liberty of sending us a comic book. Bribery gets you nowhere, fellas, especially when it's not money. We had an intern take a look.
Did you see Adam's Fullmetal Alchemist review?
Yeah, I got a 2 out of 5.
Meanwhile,
What the f***? I just bought this. That's bull.
Maybe if that robot didn't wear a loincloth.
It's an apron!
Ah!
Wow, I didn't realize Dungeon Siege was all caught up in anime politics. Combat is your typical hack-and-slash fare. You go slumming around the caves and find people to beat on. Think of it as a mosh pit where people occasionally explode. The character graphics are average, but the landscapes dress to impress. Gorgeous jungles make destroying Irana's biodiversity so much more fun. But not as much fun as a Dungeon Siege comic book.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh time, bitches!
Sorry, I left my deck at your mom's house. Paper, rock, scissors. Winner gets your shoulder pads.
It's not that hard to get me out of these pants.
Did you say pads or pants?
The more pants, baddies you kill, the more powerful your characters become. Upgrading is streamlined. Many traits increase automatically, leaving the more important strategic choices up to you.
Keep in mind, you should choose a class and stick with it if you want to approach my expertise.
What are you, my guidance counselor? You build up an entourage of lion men, tree people, and dark elf hotties, all strategically selected for maximum damage.
Does my hand look big to you?
You're drunk, Skeletor.
Fullmetal Alchemist sucks!
You don't even watch anime!
Wow, aggro.
He's so gay. Why is he wearing a loincloth?
That's an apron!
Dungeon Siege 2 has side quests this time, too. You can pick up a quest from any number of the friendly folk you'll meet.
Die and leave me a pint of your blood.
Okay, so maybe that wasn't exactly a side quest, but they're out there, trust us. In the end, Dungeon Siege 2 is a solid fantasy adventure that shows us there's still life in the Diablo template. It's fun, it's brutal, it earns a 4 out of 5.
I don't suck!
That's not what I heard.
I'm a dwarf.
We have played so many Diablo clones, but this one is actually good.
Plus, the comic book has dwarves.
Yes, it does. So, if you play Diablo to death, why not roll the 20-sided dice of chance and pick up Dungeon Siege 2? It'll make you happy, and there are no giant rats in it.